Hello everyone, this is Mystic Goddess with your general reading. So today we're going to see what's being hidden from you at the time that you watch this reading. This reading is for everyone of every zodiac sign, so feel free to switch the energies around as needed. All right, so let's go ahead and get into these messages. Give me messages, please, Holy Spirit, for everyone that watches this reading. What is being hidden from my viewers when it comes to love? What is being hidden from my viewers when it comes to love? 2 more shuffles. All right, so let's see what comes out here. All right, so at the bottom of the deck we have Epiphany. Someone's been doing some self-reflecting. It's also giving energy of them looking for answers. They could be wondering if you are hopeful in regards to the connection between the two of you. It's also coming out like this person has gained some optimism. Yeah, there could have been something that happened between the two of you where this person did something petty or dirty and low down, and they could think that you're still angry with them. Also, it's giving energy of this person being a bit bitter in regards to your success. Okay, now what that success is will be different for all of you. For some of you, it could be success within your career. It could be success within the material world. For others of you, it's success when it comes to you healing. All right, so there could have been a point in time when this person expected you to always be open to making things work with them. There are some of you who do still want to be with this person, but there are others who may be deciding to move forward. At the top of the deck, we have today. So they're remembering or reminiscing about the good vibes between the two of you, especially when you initially got with one another. It's also coming out like they're wanting to reach out to you. For some of you, it will be sooner than later. They feel like they have to do something now, okay? Right away before they run out of time. When they do come in, they're going to try their best to be in good vibes. It's also coming out like they're going to want you to be in the moment. So overall, this is someone who doesn't want you to bring up anything in regards to the past. Anything that they did that was petty, anything that they did to hurt you, they're wanting you to sweep it under the rug and for the two of you to move forward. Give me more. They may not be telling you, or they could be hiding that you've inspired them in some way. All right, we have harmony and we also have masculine energy. So they're wanting to come in and make peace with you. It's also giving energy of them reflecting upon when the relationship between the two of you was happier. They could even feel like you've played a huge role in their happiness, or this is someone who's viewing you as their peace. You were this person's rock. I feel like you really showed up with them with the masculine energy being here. You didn't just talk about it, you were about it. Many of you had this person's back, okay? For some of you, this person wants to come in and prove that they can be more disciplined, or they want to prove that they can walk the talk. It's also coming out like they could be a bit imbalanced. This is someone who may operate a bit too much out of their masculine energy. It could even be that when you are connecting with this person, you're more in masculine energy. And what I mean by that is you're always the one getting things done. All right. So For example, if there have been issues between the two of you in the past, I feel like you would be the one to initiate a reconciliation, or you would be the one to take steps to bring peace to the situation. I feel like you balance this person out. They want to be in authority, but it's coming out like they don't really know how to lead. For others of you, this person could definitely have some mommy or daddy issues, okay? Someone either didn't discipline this person enough growing up, or someone may have over disciplined them, okay? We have karmics here as well. So they've learned some type of lesson, but it involves a third party, okay? That could be a romantic love interest, or it could be a family member or a friend. They're realizing that certain people do not want to see the two of you together. Also, I feel like they're learning a harsh lesson in regards to not really having much support. Like I said, you put in a lot of footwork when it comes to this person. So you were there for them, okay? You showed that you cared through action. You showed them that you loved them through action. But I feel like this person kind of took a step back, or they may have been a lazy lover, and therefore you may have been the one who was kind of keeping the relationship together. But yeah, they're realizing that no one is going to be there for them like you. Give me another card. Also, there's a karmic who is close to them, okay? It could be a mother or a father figure, especially if they have somewhat of a toxic relationship with a parental figure. We have consequences here. And I want to say that card fell out on top of Epiphany. So what they don't want you to know, or what they're hiding from you, is that they've been receiving karma in regards to some of their bad choices, okay? They're also admitting that they played a lot of games with you and that they sent a lot of mixed signals. It's coming out like they played mind games with you, thinking that it would make you want them more, but in reality, it was actually a turnoff. That's another thing that they're reflecting upon, okay? Times when they made a bad situation worse, or times when they played games with you, and now they're having to deal with the consequences. They're also hoping that they haven't burned a bridge with you. With family being at the bottom of the deck, I'm telling you, this person has like a generational curse through their bloodline, or there's really something toxic about their family dynamic. This is kind of weird. Could even be that a mother or a father figure, possibly even a sibling, kind of groomed them to make bad choices, but it started when they were young. They may have even been receiving mixed signals from family members. I feel like someone would switch up on them. So for example, let's say that they made a bad choice. Well, that family member would hold that against them, possibly give them a silent treatment, or they would always rub it in this person's face, okay? It's almost like they were groomed to please someone around them, to put that person first. Someone also played a lot of games with them as well, but not in a good way. For some of you, there's a lack of trust that they have for certain family members. I feel like the trust was messed up early on in this person's life. Okay, there's someone who is in their family that they view as disloyal. They could feel like that particular person turned their back on them, or that person was not there for them when they needed them. So there are some burned bridges in their family dynamic. At the top of the deck, we have Smell the Roses. They're wishing that they would have taken their time with you, okay? For some of you, they're wishing that they would have taken you out more. The relationship between the two of you could have progressed really quickly before the two of you really got to know each other, okay? You may have even started to overextend early in the relationship. They're also admitting that they wanted you to be in over your head. I feel like there was a part of you that wanted to slow down. A part of you wanted to take your time to get to know them. But this person may have encouraged you to drown in your emotions, or for you to fall in love with them really quickly. And see, their intention behind that, their intention behind that was to get them to get you to fall for them. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. Their intention when it comes to encouraging you to fall in love with them later on, or rushing the relationship with you, especially when the two of you initially got together, their intention behind that was for you to be head over heels in love with them. Okay, they didn't want to give you time to smell the roses. The relationship definitely progressed between the two of you really quickly. And once you started to see this person for who they truly are, or once the mask started to fall off, you were already in too deep. Also, some of you are learning lessons in regards to this particular person, or in regards to the connection that you share with them, okay? You're learning not to hand over your power, but also you're learning not to overextend, all right? You've learned some harsh lessons in regards to that. There could have even been a time when you felt like you hit rock bottom when it comes to your mental health, or when it comes to your emotions. This person could have taken you down through there. At the top of the deck, we have tension. So they're stressed out, and they're also worried. For a few of you, they could be having headaches, or they could be experiencing migraines. There's something that they're worried about. And some of it has to do with their security. They could feel away because they think that they haven't accomplished enough in life. They could be looking at the people around them, their peers, co-workers, friends, or family members. They're seeing those people settle down. They're viewing those people, or they're witnessing those people building secure lives for themselves. And see, this person is just burnt out because they've been in survival mode. For a few of you, this person feels as though they're a burden, okay? I also feel like there were times when they sabotaged the connection because they felt like they didn't really have much to offer you. Yeah, they're also admitting that they're really guarded, and they're also insecure. When they initially met you, they may not have expected to fall in love with you as quickly as they did. So their emotions for you, their deep feelings, it kind of caught them off guard. This person also tends to be paranoid to the extent of toxicity, okay? And what I mean by that is, I feel like there are times when they think certain things are going on when they're really not. They could think that you feel a certain way, or they could be paranoid that you're having certain thoughts in regards to them that you're not even having. All right. A lot of this stems from insecurity. I feel like insecure energy was instilled in them as a child. This is directly linked to their childhood. There's someone in their family that they're needing to cut off if they haven't already. They can't trust the person. They're disloyal. They're not really there for them when needed, only when it's convenient for them. Okay. Also, they're paranoid that you could view them as someone who's full of drama, someone who likes to argue, or someone who is no longer compatible with you. At the top of the deck, we have cutting ties. So they're worried that you're going to cut them off. Okay. And even if there has been a disconnect between the two of you, they still feel tied to you. They also like when you stand up for yourself. Deep down, they like it. It kind of turns them on. This person is attracted to masculine energy. And what I mean by that is, whether you're a male or a female, they like for their partner to take control to an extent. Okay. For example, let's say that the two of you have been dating for quite some time. They like for you to be the one to set the stable foundation, for you to handle everything, for you to handle the bills, for you to make sure that everything is done that needs to be done, for you to put in the footwork while they sit back and do very little. Okay. They like for you to be in authority when it comes to being established. Okay. When it comes to the two of you being secure. But when it comes to feelings, when it comes to the narrative of the relationship, that's where they want to be in authority. I feel like they're also learning a huge lesson in regards to being a lazy lover. Okay. They know exactly where they went wrong with you. I feel like the relationship between the two of you may have been a bit unrequited, especially when it comes to them doing their part. They're also learning not to listen to certain people around them. Okay. There's going to be something exposed in regards to a karmic, and they may end up cutting ties with that particular person. Give me another card. For some of you, they're a bit stressed out because they're viewing you as someone who's awakening. Also, those of you who have spiritual gifts, your gifts scare the crap out of this person. We have soulmate here. So this could be a twin flame, or the two of you have a soul contract. At the top of the deck, we have longing. So they're missing you. They're wanting to talk. They're wanting the two of you to reunite. But some of you could feel like it's better for you to stay away from this person. Or you feel like you have to walk on eggshells around them. Also, this is going to be very specific. Please don't force it to fit. For a few of you, this person could start making it seem as though they're about to take a vacation. They're about to get away. They're about to go out and do something fun. But there's some type of deception behind it. So it could be that they're not really going where they say they're going. Or it could be they can't even afford a vacation in the first place. There's something deceptive about some type of getaway, or something that they could claim they're about to do in order to have fun. For a few of you, this person is hiding that they're unable to relax. I keep hearing no peace for the wicked. No peace for the wicked. Okay. With stagnant being here along with isolation, this person feels stuck in life, all right? They feel like they've reached a dead end. I also feel like this person freezes up or they shut down. They may even do that with you at times. They're not good at expressing themselves. And also, when they have certain things going on, they become overwhelmed and they shut down. At the moment, they feel isolated. They feel like they don't really have anyone. For some of you, they feel a bit rejected. Or they feel like they're lacking support. But see, they put themselves in that situation. Even with them feeling stuck, feeling frozen, feeling like they've come to a dead end, it's self-inflicted, okay? They made their own choices. But see, they don't really want to have to lay in the bed that they made. For some of you, they are daydreaming about you. I also feel like this person wants you to be delusional. They want you to walk around with your head in the clouds. They want you to continue to be hopeful about things working out between the two of you. But see, they put you through a vicious, continuous cycle. It's almost like they want you to be blind to their bad decisions. They are lusting over you. Okay, it's giving energy of them feeling like they have to have you by any means necessary. For some of you, this person can be a bit inconsiderate when it comes to you, or they can be greedy. They can be stingy. Now, what they're greedy with or how they're stingy will be different for all of you. For some of you, they just don't consider your feelings. They don't consider how their actions and their words can affect others. It's like whenever they want something, they want it, and they don't care. They don't care how it affects anyone else. For a few of you, this person could have a gambling problem, or they could like to go to strip clubs. Now, for others of you, I feel like this person tends to gamble with life in general. They can be really risky at times. And they tend to get themselves in situations where they're stuck and they have to be saved. Also, keep in mind that this person could come in trying to get close to you, but their intention is to trap you. They don't want you having any other options. And they also expect you to forgive them regardless of what they do. But if you were to do some of the same things that they've done to you, they would deem it as unforgivable. They're not the most forgiving type. They will hold a grudge. They also like to go tit for tat. I feel like one of the issues in the connection between the two of you is the lack of mutual respect. That could have definitely played a role in tearing the two of you apart, or it may have caused you to kind of pull back from them, even though there was a point in time when the two of you were really close to one another. But see, it's like they just send a lot of mixed signals. Nothing is straightforward with this person. Some of you could feel like they're narcissistic. That could be a reason why you're deciding to move on, or why you pulled back to an extent. I also see them coming in to apologize to you or to try and make up. But some of you are going to feel as though their apology is insincere. And see, the thing about it is, the reason why some of you will feel that way is because the apology will be quiet, but the disrespect was loud. So that's why some of you won't respect this person's apology when they do come in. And for a few of you, they just took things way too far. Way too far. So you could feel like you don't have anything to say to them. For some of you, you may not even want to hear from this person. Okay? Now, others of you do want to make things work, but you're still tired of the vicious cycle that this person puts you through. For a few of you, this person could either have some type of addictions that kind of contributes to them walking around delusional or with their head in the clouds. Also, those addictions could contribute to a lot of their bad decisions. Now, for others of you, if this person kicked some type of addiction, it's almost like they're kind of being tempted back to it. But yeah, very much egotistical. Some of you could feel like this person is an opportunist. And see, even if they blocked you, if they moved on, if they stopped contacting you, or if they act as though they're uninterested, in reality, that couldn't be the furthest from the truth. This is someone who will always look back at you, or they'll always try and make their way back to you. They're actually a very fragile individual, especially when it comes to their ego. They walk around with an invisible crown on their head. And see, also, for many of you, I feel like this person, they put you through a narcissistic cycle. Okay, when the two of you initially met each other, they may have made you feel like you were their perfect match, like you balanced them out so well. But as the relationship progressed, I feel like this person tried to decrown you, or they tried to throw you off of your throne. There may have been times when, if you didn't feed their ego, or if you didn't allow them to get their way with you, they would possibly act like they don't have anything to say to you, or they would tell you that they were going to move on, or they would just stop reaching out. So they would ghost you. If you have decided to go no contact, and if you know, or if you're pretty sure that this person is a narcissist, I would encourage you to keep moving forward. And see, they tend to come back when they need something. All right. Whenever they're out having fun, whenever they're out getting their way, whenever they're out chasing thrills, whenever they have anything going on good for themselves, you don't hear from them as much. But as soon as things go wrong, or as soon as they need support, that's when they go to reaching out to you. So make sure that you don't allow this person to gain access to you whenever they get ready. They have been doing some self-reflecting, but it's also giving energy of them having a lot more work to do. Okay. I do see them wanting to reach out. They're going to try their best to be in good vibes, but there will be strings attached because they will expect you to stay in the moment, and they're not going to want you to bring up anything that they've done wrong in the connection. They are hopeful that the two of you will be able to make things work. They could think that you are upset with them or angry with them in regards to something that they did to hurt you. If you have decided to take a step back, if you ended things, even if they ended things with you, they're afraid that you are truly freeing yourself this time around, okay? There's something about this time where you really stood on business. This could be an on and off relationship, like the two of you could break up and make up over and over again, but there's something different about this time around, and they can feel it. That's why they think that they have to do something, or they feel like they cannot keep procrastinating. They cannot keep delaying when it comes to reaching out to you. But at the same time, they're a little bit worried that you will not be open to hearing them out. I do feel like they're going to come in trying to prove themselves in some way. They're also realizing that there are certain people who don't want the two of you to be together. Now, they've learned some type of lesson through a third party. And now they're dealing with the consequences. Now, that third party could be someone close to them, like a family member or a friend. But for others of you, it could be a romantic love interest. They're realizing that they made a bad choice when it comes to that person. Okay? And they could be in the energy of being ready to free themselves. They're viewing you as someone who balances them out. If you notice, we have masculine energy here, but we do not have feminine energy. So this is someone who's in balance. But also, some of you may have been a bit imbalanced as well. Okay? I just feel like you did too much, but you meant well. And what I mean by that is you overextended. There may have been times when you helped this person to carry their burdens when those burdens were not yours to carry. Yeah. It's like you gave this person peace, or you tried to provide peace for them. At the expense of your own happiness or your own peace. But they're definitely dealing with some of the consequences when it comes to their bad choices. They're also going to find out something about a family member or someone who has been disloyal. They may end up burning a bridge with that particular person or turning their back on them altogether. They are also hitting rock bottom when it comes to their emotions, okay? They may not seem emotional, but they are. They're just really good at hiding it. Also, they're a bit paranoid because they think you view them as someone who's no longer compatible with you. They're also going through some things. They seem to be stressed out. Could be experiencing some tension in the body, or they could be experiencing some headaches. They seem to be worried about some things when it comes to their life in general. And they also feel alone and like they're lacking support. Also, there's going to be something deceptive about some type of getaway. Either they're going to make it seem like they're about to go on vacation, about to go out and have some fun, or like they're having some type of getaway. Like they're going to be doing something to relax, but there's something deceptive behind it. They're either concealing who they're going with, where they're truly going, or they could be concealing that they're not going anywhere at all. For a small portion of you, if this person wants the two of you to get away together, if they want the two of you to meet up and relax, if they want the two of you to just go out and have fun, know that they have some hidden motives behind it. They are longing for you and they miss you. If there has been a disconnect, they're hoping that the two of you will reunite. They view you as their soulmate or their twin flame. Also, be careful when it comes to this person trying to trap you. They don't want you having any other options, and they want you to feel like you're stuck on them because they're stuck on you. There's something here that could have happened between the two of you where you felt disrespected, okay? But whatever they did, it was rash and they took things way too far. They did something out of arrogance. Okay, now they're going to come in and apologize to you, or they're going to come in trying to make things up, but you're going to feel like they're just being insincere. Some of you think that this person just, like they just talk, like almost like there's nothing behind their words, no feelings behind it. They just say things because it sounds good, but that's not for everyone, so please don't force it to fit. They feel like they have to have you by any means necessary. Okay, They're willing to take that gamble, but you have to ask yourself if this person is worth the risk. So yeah, they have their head in the clouds to an extent, and they're also a bit delusional. Just make sure that you focus on your peace, keep your boundaries up, and don't make it your place to save this person, because it's giving that they need to be saved. They're their own worst enemy. So you're being asked to move with caution. Some of you don't even have anything more to offer this person anyway. Well, you know what? Let me put that a different way. You have an abundance to offer, but you don't want to offer it to them, or you don't want to give to them anymore, because you feel like you've given and given and given to the point where you have nothing else to give to them. Some of you could view this person as exhausting to deal with. And even though you've overextended, even though you got in over your head, even though you tried to give this person the time to make things work, you even delayed your own peace, or you delayed having peace in your life just to give this person the time to do right by you. Okay, but you were left empty-handed. You were left with nothing. But at the same time, you were left with everything, because even though this person didn't do their part, even though you did overextend, you learned a lot of lessons that you can apply in different aspects of your life. So what you got out of this connection is actually priceless. It was not in vain. You discovered yourself. You discovered a new version of you. All right. Now you're more inspired. Now you're more optimistic. Now you are able to grow in ways that you may have struggled with before you met this person. You've learned that you don't just trust people blindly. You're learning that, how can I put this? Some of you always see the good in people, and you still see the good in people, but you don't just trust people blindly, okay? You're learning that you have to allow people to earn your trust, because this person didn't earn it. I feel like you gave it to them. You gave it to them without putting in the footwork. You may have given it to them way before they deserved it, but that's okay. That is just fine. It's okay, because nothing that you went through was in vain. Some of you definitely learned boundaries. You learned boundaries. So keep your guard up, focus on you, and make sure that you stay in good vibes. Keep that vibration high. Remain optimistic and focus on whatever it is that you're wanting to accomplish. All right? You freeing yourself, or at least standing up for yourself, for those of you who are still involved with this person, it's awakened a part of you. It's awakened a part of you to the point where you can't go back to how you operated, even if you wanted to. All right? There's just certain things that don't excite you anymore. All right? And that's growth. You've grown. All right. And so that is the reading, everyone. If you guys resonated with this, or if you liked this reading, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you as a part of the Mystic family. I love each and every one of you guys so much. You take care. Be safe. Until next time. Bye.